Seaman. I'm at Michicot Park, or otherwise known as Michicot Beach. There's the van, there's Lake Michigan there. And I showed up a little bit early, so I've got about half an hour before Chris and Jared gets here. I just talked to them. So I'm gonna do this. I have to do a few blocks here because when I did this hike before, I ended at the end of Point Beach, at the end of Park Road, and then me and Jacob, we rode our bikes back to Point Beach. But this is the parking lot you gotta park in. So that's like about, I wanna say, not more than a half a mile each. So I'm gonna hike out there and hike back maybe. Made it up to Park Road. There's Michicot Beach down that way. And that's a little tricky turn right back there. Because there's kind of like 3 or 4 streets come together and kind of like an odd angle. So you gotta watch it. I made it to the end of Park Road here. And again, this is where, when me and my nephew Jacob were camping at Point Beach, we hiked out to here. And then we had our bikes, oops, I almost slipped there. We had our bikes chained up to this tree over here. And then we biked back to Point Beach. Alright, I wanted to show you something along Park Road here. This is somebody who's got a nice pine tree, and they decorate it with ornaments. I don't think there's any lights here, but they put ornaments on it. Maybe they use their older ornaments that they don't want anymore. So, like I said, that's the end of Park Road there. And I didn't know if there was parking allowed down on the end of the road. Alright, Jared's here. He's going to leave his car here. We're going to ride to Manitowoc in my car. And we're going to get the hike started. We're starting the hike. There's the Mill Road parking lot and the latrine down there that's open, the picnic area. Here's the Manitowoc River right here. And that's the bridge that's getting replaced right over there, the Rapid Street Bridge, which means Rapid Street isn't being used right now. So last time, about a month ago, me and Mike Butterbrot were hiking here, and that Rapid Street was very, very busy. We're coming up to the top of the hill, and we have to take a left here. So the first time I came here, they didn't have any marking here. And I went up in that park up there. I thought that's where the Ice Age Trail started. Now they have a nice little sign here that says Ice Age Trail under the kayak launch there. So you know, I still don't have an arrow there, but at least it's got a sign. But we're coming down here in what's called Chute Park, I think it's called. We're coming down here to the Manitowoc River, and here's where the Ice Age Trail starts up again. It kind of gives you an overview of it here. A nice interpretive sign right here, and I'm going to be heading off. You know, they've got a little map here too, so we'll check that out. But I'm heading this way. So it's got a little gravel here, so at At first I thought that was all ice, but it's white gravel. So we should be alright. I'm hiking along the Manitowoc River. Look at this big old tree. Very hollow. I came down over that way. There's a road you come down the hill. I don't see Jared and Chris yet. I thought they'd be on my heels. Sooner or later they're going to be on the heels. And just a nice walk, a little icy. But I kind of sticking to the edge of the trail, which is not as icy. And beautiful views here. A great hiking trail in the heart of Manitowoc here. Look, it looks like a brand new deck here. Look at that. Really nice. With a series of trails out in there. It looks like the icy trail is going this way down this icy road here. Met up with I'm taking a little video showing the ice. Met up with a dog and a hiker, and this part was really icy coming down that hill there. Looks like I got another icy stretch here, but I've been kind of staying on the side of the trail. Coming back down towards the Manitowoc River, there's that nice viewing platform up there that I was at a few minutes ago. And we're coming down here and we're taking a right. There's Jared and Chris up on the platform there. They made it to the platform. And here's that very friendly dog I've seen before. They're doing the loop. And there's the Manitowoc River. Little spot to go up for a view there if you want. And we're coming up to a new staircase, it looks like. Look at that. Nice and new staircase. Oh, they've been making some improvements around here. That's great. Let's take a look at the staircase. Oh, it's kind of a crib thing, and then they fill it in with dirt. It's kind of a cool way of doing it. And up here, we're going down the staircase. About the same configuration. You got some icy woods over there. Okay, I made it across the railroad tracks here. But after this, it's like sheer ice going down that way. Wow. Maybe I should sit on my butt and just, what do they call it, glissade or glissade or whatever that is when you slide down the mountain. Alright, made it out here to Clay Pit Road. There's the Clay Pit Road parking lot, which is kind of icy. There's the railroad track. It says always will out there. Doesn't say what it always will. And up here is not a baseball field, a football field here. It's the home of the Chiefs. So, like I said, now we're getting into the part where we'll be going away from kind of the natural area in Manitowoc and getting into the city itself. Alright, we're up to 21st Street and you've got the Holy Family Medical Center there. And we're taking a left here, according to this sign right here. Take a left, and got a helipad right here above that writing there, and we'll be crossing the Manitowoc River right here and going up to Michigan Street. Alrighty, crossing the Manitowoc River here, and you can see over that way there's Jared and Chris right there. They're coming down the Clay Pit Road. Alright, I got another blaze here at the top of the hill. That's good. We're on Revere Street. Evidently that 21st Street turns into Revere Street. And out here in the middle we have the Soldiers and Sailors Memorial with a torch. That looks like to be a memorial area over there. We're coming up to Michigan here, which is this stoplight, and we're taking a right. So I suppose if you really needed to warm up, you could go over and warm up right there by that fire. Then maybe they wouldn't like that. I'm hiking on Michigan Avenue. There's the blaze right there. And this greenhouse over here is a place where I stayed. That was Terry and Cindy's Airbnb right here. This big greenhouse. But one of the weird things about their house is they don't have a garage. They just have this little paved walk here. I don't know if they never had a garage or the house never had a garage or they just remodeled it. Or evidently they can have a garage down below on the hill. Alright, hiking down 11th Street. There's Jared and Chris. I'm going off track a little bit, about half a block. The blazing down here isn't the greatest, put it that way. And we're coming down 11th. There looks like a nice little park there, and a funeral home. We're coming down into the business district. We're coming up to the bicyclist right there at the Rar West Art Museum. She wants to take a photo of the bicyclist. Here we go. We've got the blaze right there, and we go kind of diagonally through the park. It's called Union Park, and it's got a playground and a restroom. I doubt if the restroom's open this time of year. Got all sorts of nice houses around here. This is the old part of Manitowoc.
Good part of Manitowoc.
The good part, Jared says. We're coming down to the Manitowoc Maritime Museum here. And gotta watch here. Here's the car coming that way. And some coming that way. So I think I can make it here. And the Ice Age Trail goes to the left. I'm not sure if the museum's open or not. I'm just gonna keep going. Alright, we're coming up to the Manitowoc Marina. And they have a Hobie sale today. A sale on sales, I guess you could call it. And just walking along on this bike path. And there's a cool little lighthouse out in the harbor there. That's really cool. And you can see the harbor and nice park-like area around here. It's a place where they got a bench that says Run Forest Run on it. It's kind of interesting. Jared and Chris went to the quick trip and I continued on. Here's a bunch of more boats being wrapped up for the winter. So, no, I don't see them yet, so they were gonna go take a break at the quick truck. Since I'm a slower hiker, I just decided to keep going. Look at that, it's a big propeller This is the Manitowoc Yacht Club. It's a private club. Here's some more stuff with the yacht club up here. That would be some sort of steering wheel for the a ship, and an anchor. So lots of folklore. I wonder if you can actually steer this or not. If it actually rotates or if it's in place. No, you can't steer it too much. Looks like it's a real thing though. Beautiful portrayal of eagle right here in a nest and eggs. On Eagle's Wings it's called. Sculptor Carl van der Hayden. There you go. Beautiful. Last time I was here I took a time photo with me in the sculpture, but I got to concentrate on keeping warm and keeping going. What I did concentrate on is finding a spot to take a pee. I had to go over there by those trees next to the river there and go down in there. Walking along Lake Michigan, and here's yet another sculpture right here. Looks kind of like a sandhill crane. Again by Carl. And just there's some sort of old dock there. And I think this might have been the parking lot where I left Mike off that one day that I rescheduled him. I'm up to the Shell station, which has the Dairy Queen. We're at the corner of Memorial Drive and believe it's Reed Avenue. And here it says Devil's River State Recreational Trail that way. Oh, I didn't know that. I've heard of that. I've just never seen it, I don't think. We're up to the Chamber of Commerce for Manitowoc County here, and that's also the tourist information center. So if you need information about the area, stop in there when it's not so nasty out. Oh my God, we got quite the Trump wacko over here with all this Trump stuff, and he's got a billboard sign right there about, coincidentally, is right next to this place. Build the wall, America first. All that stuff. Support police officers, that's good. And they got some good stuff there. To this statue right here. And the spirit of the rivers here. This one, evidently this is called some Native Americans who were in this area right there, spirit of the rivers. So didn't know exactly what that was a portrayal at first. As you get closer you can see they're Native Americans, where I thought that might be like something like oh, you know, Lewis and Clark or something like that. Alright, I made it past the stoplight and I'm heading back here in back of the medical center. There isn't really any blazing right in here, so I just remember it's kind of in back of the medical center here. I'm coming up to the Ice Age Trail in the Woodland Dune segment here, and it looks like even this car's got an IATCC license plate, so I'm not exactly, it's got IAT in it, but here at this hospital there's a huge, you do this huge U-E thing, and you come in back at the hospital, then you come all the way over here to this bridge, then you come all the way back. So maybe somebody's working on the trail out here. somebody that's you know, a maintainer. So maybe that's Dolly's. Isn't that it's the CC, maybe it's the Cache, Cold Cache. So maybe that's Dolly's. Here's a little bridge here. And I just had a guy that just ran right past me on this ice here. That was pretty incredible. So here's a electric line, sort of deal. And we have another little bridge over here. It doesn't look that, well, not sure if it's a full-fledged stream or not. To tell you, this one looks more streamish. The other one just kind of looked like a gully. Alright, we're coming into some pines. And look out at some dunes here, or some grass scents. And over there, I think that building over there is maybe the headquarters for the Woodland Dunes. Maybe not, I'm not 100% sure. Hiking in the pines, which is cool. People like hiking in the pines, although it's not that natural. I mean, basically what they did is come along here and planted pine trees like corn. So, but nevertheless, it's a nice hike in the pine needles here. We're coming up to a little boardwalk here at the Woodland Dunes. It's a little bit icy. This section is kind of icy. Guess I should have put on my yak tracks. Oh well. I'm managing. Unless I fall down here at the end here. What kind of slopes down. Most of the time I just walk kind of on the edge of the trail and there's traction. Like over here, there's snow, where over there it's ice. So, it's been working for me. Alright, we're coming up on a major bridge over a major creek or wetlands. Right here, and they even have a bench here. Look at that, there's a bench. And let's see what it says on this side. Petroleum Trail, SH Trail Straight. And there's something here that got busted. Anyway, I'm gonna head across that, but I'm gonna shut off the video first. So I can totally concentrate on hiking and using my hiking poles. We're coming up on some sort of sign here. And every so often you see these plants with wires around them, like over here, certain sort of plants that they don't want the deer to eat, so they put wire. Oh, we're coming up here to the junction of the Ice Age Trail and the Trillium Trail, right there. And so I'm going forward, but just to show you, here's another example of one of those plants with the chicken wire around it. In this big field, there's like some sort of cell tower right there. And then so they've been in this, oh, there's Jared and Chris back there. So they're gaining on me. That's the first time I've seen them. But this is a big opening, probably about, I don't know, 200 yards long. So in other places, we didn't have such a big opening. So they're catching up to me, which is good because I don't want to be waiting at the car for them. I want to be able to just hop in the car and have a ride off instead of like standing around in the cold for a while. We're coming up to 10th Street here. And this is kind of what I call the false alarm road. You think you're coming into two rivers, but you're not. You still gotta walk away. I don't know what this building is. It looks like a big greenhouse or whatever. But some sort of industrial building that looks rather old. Some sort of businesses there. But we're trucking down this way, and there's the rest of the road. Like I said, that's kind of the false alarm road, because the next road you come to, then bam, all of a sudden you're just hiking in two rivers. It's all taken care of. This looks like a fairly new cutting right there. They've been out working on the trail. Wonderful. And here we go. We're coming out of the forest and we're hiking in the, you call city hiking or town hiking or whatever. Right here. Alright, we're in Two Rivers, and there's the Two Rivers Water Tower. Here's my favorite little street, Lowell Street, right here. Kind of reminds me of the North Country Trail. We got some other people out walking here too. Looks good. And Jared and Chris are almost caught up to me. Oh well. We're coming up to the main drag here into Rivers here. We're gonna, there's some sort of generator over there. The public library, and we're got the Seagull Marina and campground. I guess you can camp there, right in the heart of Two Rivers. Of course, you camping, you can go to McDonald's for breakfast. So there we go. We're coming up to this bridge here, and the first time I hiked this, I couldn't cross this bridge because they're tearing down a factory here where this empty field was. Here, look at the empty field over here. And they had the street closed, so I couldn't come across this bridge. I had to hike way down that other bridge and back. And over here's the Coast Guard station, and that's where the Two Rivers split, the East Twin River and the West Twin River. They split right there, almost at Lake Michigan, but not quite. So, nice bridge here. Like I said, this, I don't know if I said it, but this is a bridge that lifts up. Little seagull riding a chunk of ice there. This is right at the split of the two rivers here. The Ice Age Trail has changed the route here a little bit that you're going on. This looks like a new paved sidewalk here, and evidently they want you to take the sidewalk. I wonder if it's open or not. Think it's open? So here's looks like a fish cleaning station maybe, and restrooms, and over there's the Coast Guard with all the buoys. Let's see. No, it's locked. Oh, there's a guy over there with a little campfire got going. So that's good. And see which way we're going now. We're coming out to Lake Michigan on this new route, and just take a look at this. You get to see these spiral bushes here now. So we're working past that on our new route here, where you didn't get to see that before. So basically what we're doing now is taking this road next to Lake Michigan down, I want to say, maybe half a mile or so. It goes along there, and it's Michicot Beach and Park. And away we go. We'll be back to the car. Alright, I'm at Michicot Beach. Here, walking along Lake Michigan. And this is parking lot number 1, according to the sign. And Jared and Chris got out ahead of me a little bit. I had to take a trip into the woods, so to speak. And up here is some sort of sculpture I don't remember from the last time. This big thing up this way. Maybe it's like a gateway or something like that. Right, here it is. It is not a sculpture at all. What this is, I believe, is like a bandstand. And in the summer they have, you know, some sort of covering for it. But we're making some headway here. Nice bandstand though. City of Two Rivers, it says. And back there's the pavilion. We're getting there. Alright, we're here at Lakeshore Drive. That's the raw forest. And Jared just dropped me off. So I'm gonna hike towards Michicot right now. Down here. See ya. He's gonna go shuttle the car for me. And this is just, what do you call it, a little add-on thing. At the end of the night, I only got maybe about an hour or so of light. Hey, hiking down Highway B here. Started at Lakeshore Drive there. Nice little house right here. Looks like a very, very nice house. Nothing to report here too much. Just hiking down a county highway. This is Highway 42 and Highway B. I'm hiking on Highway B, head towards Michicot. It's starting to get a little dark. Not sure where Jared is going to set the car. I might just hop in with Jared when he comes and then have it be done with. The sun's starting to get tuckered out. We're starting out here in Michicot at Woodlawn Drive and Washington Street. We got a new hiker today, Penny. Penny's with us. We're hiking up to Tisch Mills. And we come along the O.H. Schultz Elementary School is our first landmark that we're hiking by. Alright, I made it to Main Street in Michicot. And here, this used to be the place with the big sunroom there. That used to be a coffee shop. And the first time that I hiked this, we stopped in there and got some muffins and some hot chocolate and stuff. Now I believe at this spot, we're taking a left here, going over this bridge, and then down through that park. Coming up to the Rockway Bridge. Right there. So this is called, established in 1865. It must have been. And over there it says trail open. That's not the trail we're going on. We're going across this bridge. I know I've done this before. But here's some nice little Christmas decorations. And there's the cute area with the dam. And there's Penny and Jared. And Chris is out taking some photos. There's the Michicot Water Tower, which is more like a one huge cell phone tower. Over here, church is going on. Got a big crowd. And that's the Rockway School over there. It's one of the original schools in the area. And just right there, I see trail marker right there. Right out in front of the Historical Society. So, getting some publicity right there. That's a good idea. So we're heading down Oak Street. Then it kind of dissipates on some old gravel road. Alright, we've been hiking on this gravel road for a while. It's a private road. Had a few houses on it. And at this point, it goes off the gravel road and into the woods for a ways. We're on this esker here. And we got a farm field over there. And we got a farm field on this side. So it's kind of a usual part here. We'll be hiking down next to that field in a minute. Because this is kind of like a big, huge U here. Big, huge S type of affair. But this part on the esker is pretty fantastic here. Even if you have to loop around and so forth, it's still a great hike. So again, I'll be hiking right down there in a minute. In fact, I'm surprised I don't see Chris and Jared down there as they're ahead of me. And they're not that far ahead of me. It looks like we're coming to the end of it pretty soon here. Let's get up here to the point and see what happens. This is probably going to be one of the best sections of trail I'll be hiking today. The East Twin River should be great too, but most of the rest of it is road walk and hiking a fence line. So here, looks like we're coming to the end of it, and with a point here and a bench here, and then you start them down the hill right there. There's one farm field, there's the other farm field, here's the bench, and here looks like we got a switchback down here. Right here, we're going to the left, and then down here we're going to the right. And then we're going to the left again down here. That's how switchback works. I don't see what happened to Chris and Jared. I thought I would have seen them out in front of me someplace. Here's the other switchback corner here. The sharp corner. We're down, and then we're down to the farm field, and we're going to be walking around the farm field and out over there. Oh, there Chris and Jared are right there. They're at the far end of the farm field. Over there. We're coming up to Highway B, and right here it looks a little icy. Ooh, might be a little dicey. Oops. So it's gonna hike right along here where the weeds are. or not weeds, but grass clumps are. And we're at Highway B. I made it across that. And there's the Esker that I was hiking on there. And we crossed the road here. So last time I did this, I was with Holly. And it was in the winter like this. And it had more snow at that point. But anyway, we got to this point here. And Holly wanted to do the road walk instead of doing this section along the fence line, because it was a lot more snow than right now, and she didn't think we could make it through. So she wanted to do the road walk. So if you're hiking and if you have some extraordinary circumstances, oh yeah, you can take a different route. But here, this just goes along the fence line. You can see Jared and Chris way off in the field down that way, or in the distance there. We're coming up to the corner. This corner's got a tree. It looks like it's got a whole piece of old farming equipment out here right there. So we're taking a right-hand turn. You can see Jared and Chris and Penny way down there. They're on the other spot where it turns. We're coming up here to the other 90-degree turn. I was just hiking down this stretch between the two farm fields. It's kind of bumpy because even though it's on the edge of the farm field, I think still the farmer drives his tractor in this area too, making it a little bumpy. And here we go. We're at the turn. Oh yay. And yeah, a little ways and we'll be out on the road again. We're hiking in the woods, and there's the deer stand right there. Right by a deer stand. Well, this is all private property, so the guy can do whatever he wants. Big metal deer stand right there. Way up there. That's a big deal in Wisconsin. We gotta be able to get along with the deer hunters. We're gonna have a trail. Alright, I'm out to the road. I don't see Jared and Chris anywhere. There's the where I came out. But we gotta walk the road over to the East Twin River segment. Alright, we're taking a left here on Rockledge Road. And we're on Princeton Road for just a short ways down to those woods there. Probably about a third of a mile. Now we're coming down, it says 15-ton bridge, a half mile ahead. Alright, we're crossing the East Twin River here on Rockledge Road. And there's some people down here. I thought this was... Is that the Ice Age Trail? Oh, okay. Oh, we got a group of people hiking the Ice Age Trail here. What sort of group do we have here? Is it just a group of friends, or is it the... Oh, okay. I got my GoPro going. So, you're forever... I thought you were Jared and Chris down here.
We just met them, they just went in.
Yeah. So you just are out for a hike today.
Yes, we are.
Get together.
And you guys live around here, around Manitowoc?
Yeah, all from Michicot, actually.
Michicot?
Yep.
Yeah, I've never been on this section here. It's fairly new. So it's going to be a treat for me. Good seeing you today. I'm from Madison.
Okay.
My website is www.tmanshikes.com.
T-Man?
Yeah, T-Man, T-M-A-N.
Okay.
And if you're alright, I'm going to put you on one of my videos.
Okay.
Alright? Have a good time. Have a good hike.
You gotta remember that.
tmanshikes.com. And if you're on YouTube, my channel is I Saw T-Man. Because you just saw T-Man. Alrighty, we're going over this little bridge. There's a little, cute little creek there. Very, very little. It looked like it was less than a foot wide. And there's East Twin River right there. And kind of icy on this boardwalk here. It looks to be icy ahead here a little bit. Nice to see some local people out enjoying the trail today. All those people from Michicot. That was great. Thought that was Jared and Chris waiting for me, but just a bunch of people taking a break. We got a spot where there's actually a bridge over the river. That's why I thought it was on the other side of the river. There's actually a really old bridge here. There's the East Twin River right there. This bridge is a little icy. Haven't fallen down yet, but knock on wood, it won't happen. And now we're on, let's say, the east side of the East Twin River. Alright, I'm hiking next to this farm field. Right there. And there's kind of a lowland, swampy area. The river's over all the ways. Maybe about 75 yards. We're out here hiking next to this farm field, and there's an old milk jug out here. That's pretty amazing. We're at a spot where it says it's the Thompson family maple, that huge maple out there next to the river. Here's like an old log bench here. It's cool, made out of logs instead of planks. So that's a little different. Again, I haven't seen the DCA, unless I missed it. But I think we should be coming up on it soon, I hope. Alright, we made it to the DCA. Right here. Evidently the trail goes short, but the DCA is off here to the left. And the side trails have a blue blaze. We'll come down and check the DCA out here. See what it's like. It's kind of, I got water here I'm standing on, and here it is. Just in a little cedar swamp area here, near some cedar trees, and you know, right here, here's this DCA sign that they have right there, and you can, it looks like there's enough room for a few tent pads in here. And you're right next to kinda, I don't think this is the river, I think it's kinda a backwaters of the river. I think the river is over just a little ways there, you can just see it over there. So, got good access for water. We're at a nice section right next to the river. Look at that. Really nice. Get the chunk of ice out there. Yesterday I seen a seagull kind of floating on a chunk of ice. That was kind of comical. I can't remember where that was. But the seagull was like, the ice was moving and the seagull was having a little joyride. Coming up to another little bridge over drainage here. Right there. Look at that. I don't think it's, maybe it's a creek. But, just really interesting section of trail here. Alrighty, it looks like we're coming out to the road. The last thing before the road is a little curvy boardwalk here. Right there, look at that cute little curvy boardwalk over an icy area here. I'm gonna walk on the edge where there's not as much ice, but and then here they've got the information here on it. That's great. And I thought those people would have their cars parked out here. Maybe they had a car at each end or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're supposed to take a left here, I do believe. It appears down here is where all the cars are parked. Right there, there's a parking lot. What do you know about that? There's a big old boat over there. But right here, there's the Ice Age Trail parking lot. And that's where all those people parked that were out hiking. There's the East Twin River. And I've got some sort of dog barking at me. There. There's some junk on the trail there. But I think what makes it is the flamingo there. On the front hood there. It says, "Don't ask." Wow. This is Stephen Avery country up here. So, I guess that's to be expected. Alright, I finished with Hillville Road. And now I'm on Jambo Creek Road, going north. Then I gotta take another right and head east. Oh my. Well, this is kind of a big, long, boring walk around with plenty of exposure to the wind here. But again, I'm coming down on just a few miles left in Manitowoc County. So I'm pretty happy about that. I think I see Jared and Chris way over there. Way over there. They're about halfway to Tisch Mills. Alright, we're almost done with Jambo Creek Road, but this is quite the landmark right here. God bless, pray, dress modestly, and all that stuff. Got quite the display here. I think this used to be on the old road walk when they had, before they had the East Twin River thing. Jesus loves modesty. Wow. Well, we're coming up here to where we turn to the left. It should be nice if the Ice Age Show could get this land right here along the East Twin River from Hillcrest Road to Tapawingo Road. That would be so sweet, because then we could cut out this big long road walk where you have to take Hillcrest Road, Jambo Creek Road, and Tapawingo Road. That's like 2.5 miles worth of stuff. And you could just have a 3/4 of a mile of a trail. Alright, we're turning right onto Rabbits Road here. Going up a little hill here. Getting ever closer to Tisch Mills. So that's my destination here. And Jared and Chris are going to cross the creek. But I'll have to do that. I did that last weekend. We're coming up to Holmes Road, which I'll be taking a ride on to cut over to Highway B. So We are on Rabbits Road, and back there beyond the pine trees back there was a farm and it was Mary and John Rabbit's farm. So a lot of times these roads out here are named for the people who live on them. So maybe Holmes Road. If I walk down this road, I'll find a farm that's owned by the Holmes. We're hiking on Holmes Road. Here's a nice little farm. I can't tell if it's maybe the Holmes live here. Maybe that's the Holmes farm. Doesn't say on the mailbox. But anyway, we are coming down here and we are crossing the East Twin River here. And like I said, we're coming up to Highway B and the corner of Holmes Road. And this road walk so far has been fairly empty of traffic. I don't even think I've seen more than like 2 cars. But now that I'm on Highway B here, it's going to be quite a bit more traffic. The good times are here. Looks like a lot of good times are happening there. Their parking lot is completely full. And this is just like Sunday. Maybe people come here after church, I don't know what. But the parking lot's completely full. Maybe they're coming to watch the NFL playoff games. Coming up to the bridge over the East Twin River, 35 tons it can handle. And this will be the last time for me crossing the East Twin River today. I think we crossed if it's the same river that's in Michicot, we'd have crossed it like 6 times by now. So there's the river right there. There's the river over there. And I've got just over a mile left to go. Right here, that's a big souped up truck. It says this place got the 1964 WLCA Wildlife Habitat Development Award. Wow. Doesn't look too, there's like ATVs and all sorts of stuff around here. Doesn't look like, it's kind of, maybe it's a different type of wildlife they're talking about. Oh well. You go down past that field, then you cross a creek with no bridge. So you gotta figure out how to cross it. I crossed it kind of on a log, but that's what you do. And so I don't have to do this section. I'm just gonna come down here to this gas station, which is about a block away here, and wait for Jared and Chris to pick me up. We're at Tannery Road right here, and Highway B. There's Jared, wave to everybody. And there's Penny right there, our favorite dog.
She has a goose egg on her head.
She did a Ford today.
She did a Ford today. It was kind of a bumpy Ford for her, wouldn't you say?
Very scary as shit for her.
She got scared a little bit at the Ford. Oh well, I should have stayed up with him, and I could have took the dog around the Blue Blaze Trail. So this is Highway B. I have to hike from here into Michicot, and then I will be done with Manitowoc County. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Jared. And we still got plenty of sunshine here, so we're doing good. Hey, first thing we're going by is the transfer site. That's the place where back in the old days you used to call it the town dump. It's not really a dump. It's kind of a place where you put your garbage and then the dump trucks come and get the garbage for the transfer site. Alright, we're just hiking in the Michicot is what we're doing. I'm not too, what would you call, all bouncy and everything. Not too excited. I'm just gonna kind of mosey my way. Maybe I'll want to get it over with and then I'll kick it into gear. But I just hiked from Michicot to Tisch, so I'm already a little bit tuckered and tuckered from yesterday too. You can see there's a little crossing into the woods, little driveway into the woods using a culvert. And I just walked in there to take a pee because, you know, this is all wet. You gotta, most of the time I wait until there's a spot with a culvert and then I go into the woods if I need to do something. The woods are nice for blocking the wind, but today we don't have very much wind. So I'm actually looking forward to coming out here where the sun is shining. It seems like about 5 degrees warmer in the sun out there. Alright, hiking on Highway V here. Here comes the car. I'm gonna kind of go off. There's a spot where somebody just left a bunch of chairs there. They look like chairs from a beauty salon. Right there. People are always dumping shit around. That's bad news. And here's a little creek that's between the farm fields here. Obviously they made the creek so it would go straight and go between the farm fields. Coming in Michicot, I got a nice friendly snowman to greet me as I'm coming in. Here's another snowman over here, and it says brrr right there. That's kind of funny. And a Santa Claus. So oh, here's another snowman over here I didn't see because he was hiding behind the tree. These people like snow people. They're snow people. Wow. We're in Michicot and we're making the key turn here. I say trail doesn't have any markings there, but there's the van right there. Just want to thank Jared and Chris for helping me out today, coming up and shuttle me, shuttle with me, working with me. And last night I shuttled, we did an extra 3 miles. I did extra 3 miles between the RAR School Force and Michicot. And today I did the rest of the 3 miles. So sometimes when you do the little add-ons, it adds up. Otherwise, if I had that whole 6 miles to do, maybe I wouldn't have did it all today and I would have came back. So here's some people actually hiking in the woods there. Alright, I just met a couple here that were out hiking in these woods here. Evidently there's a trail in the woods called the Mecca Trail. Evidently, since it's right next to the high school had built it. And again, just wanted to say yeehaw. I finished Manitowoc County and I'm almost finished with the trail. Last night, this is where I smashed my my headlamp. I was parked here and it fell out. I don't know if it was right down in there, and I ran over it. So perfectly good headlamp, went down the tubes. I saved it though. I've got a kind of collection of smashed gear that I'm going to put in a museum or something. Well, anyway, finished with Manitowoc County. I'll see you on my next adventure.